पूर्णमुदच्छते ॐ पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय ॐ पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते ॐ पूर्णमद ॐ पूर्णमिदं ॐ पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्छते ॐ पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय ॐ पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते ॐ पूर्णमद ॐ पूर्णमिदं ॐ पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्छते ॐ
You can take your time, but just let me know when you're starting. Yes. Om Anandam Anandakaraprasannam Jnanaswarupam Nijabodharupam Yogendra Midiyam Bhavarogya Vaidyam Srimad Gurum Nityam Maham Bhajami. Om. Today, I will begin by telling you the gravitas, the importance of your true self. There never has been, nor will be a time when man's perishable and immortal self have ceased to demand their best and foremost attention. Yoga is a science of self-realization which commends itself to the foremost minds of both East and West. Hence, day by day, the gathering doth collect, burdened with the honeydew of the Lord. More and more people are responding to the science of the self. If you learn all the sciences of the world and you are ignorant about the science of the self, what's the use of living? You must know yourself. But then there are two selves, remember. One is the perishable body, the perishable self, the physical body. And then you also have an immortal self, which is called your soul or your consciousness. The perishable body sleeps, decays, and dies. The immortal self lives on from eternity to eternity. And the quest for this immortal self is what you are here for. Now let me tell you what this quest entails. What are the ingredients of your journey towards your immortal self, which in a larger self, in a larger sense, they call God. Your individual self, individual immortal self, is the jiva, ensouled consciousness in your body. And your infinite self is Shiva. So the purpose of yoga is to unite jiva with Shiva. I'm going to tell you the process of what happens when you endeavor to unite your individual consciousness with the cosmic consciousness. Your jiva, individual consciousness, with Shiva, the cosmic consciousness. What is yoga? A very clear-cut description I will give you. Yoga is an inner ascent through ever more refined and ever more expanded spheres of mind. To get to that consciousness, that God essence, which lies at the core of your own being. This is what yoga is. Yoga is an inner ascent through ever more refined and ever more expanded spheres of mind to get to the God essence, which lies at the core of your own being. Amen. If you see, in the pursuit of happiness, man takes all sorts of journeys. He has all sorts of ambitions and endeavors. He goes to beautiful places like Switzerland. He goes to the Grand Riviera. He goes to the seashore thinking that he will find this happiness. And he does find happiness. But he is not satisfied with this sort of happiness because he says, I want a lasting happiness, a permanent happiness. And all these happinesses are transient and like bubbles which float. And then the deep thought comes upon him. Today we live throbbing with life. Tomorrow we are gone. Mere shadows in a waking dream. We leave this world forlorn. Therefore, wake up, O souls. Wake up, dear bodies. Wake up, emotions. Wake up, minds. And pursue that. And seek that happiness, finding which you may find all the joys in the world. So he asks himself the question, what is that? By seeking which I may seek all. And then the answer comes, the infinite self. God is that by seeking which I will get all. What is that happiness by seeking which all happinesses will be satisfied? The great sages and yogis and saints and masters gone before him in robes of light, their voices ring in the firmament of his heart and tell him, the divine indweller, who is immanent with it, and the infinite consciousness without. It is him you must seek, the divine everlasting one. I will not say God or Satan or good or bad. Let's call it the ultimate reality. Because even when you satisfy your desires, you get your Ferrari, after some time it fades off and you're quite bored of it. Or you get a new house, you're very enthused for the first few years and then it becomes a routine. But the thirst of man is for something permanent, something everlasting, which never leaves him, even after death. And that joy, that happiness, that everlasting self is his own true immortal self, which is ensconced within his physical body, within his passional body, his emotional body, his mental body, and the deep core, his intuitional body, within which is that still flame, the spark of God's eternal joy, his Ananda.
Ridanum tanana, ridanum tanana, ridana, ridananum tanana, ridanum tanana, ridanum tanana, ridananana, ridananum tanana, ridanum tanana, ridanum tanana, ridanum tanana, ridananum ध्यानन स्थानन नादन पिंड आकाश नहीं वहाँ काल कहाँ सब शून्य शून्य का है पन है ईश्वर भी निरंकार जहाँ वहाँ ध्यानन स्थानन नादन विंद ridanum tananana ridanum tanana ridana ridananum tananana ridanum tananana ridanum tananana ridananana ridananum tananana ridanum tananana ridanum tananana ridanum tanana ridananum. रत्ने कल्पितमासनं हिमजले स्नानं च दिव्याम्बरम् नानारत्नविभूषितं मृगमदा मोदाङ्कितं चन्दनम् जाति चम्पक बिल्वपत्ररचितं पुष्पं च धूपं तथा दीपं देवदयानिधे पशुपते हृत्कल्पितं गृह्यताम्। सौवर्णे नवरत्नखण्डरचिते पात्रे घृतं पायसं भक्षं पञ्चविधं पयोदधियुतं रम्भाफलं पानकम् शाकानां युतं जलं रुचिकरं कर्पूरखण्डोज्ज्वलम् ताम्बूलं मनसा मया विरचितं भक्त्या प्रभो स्वीकुरु। छत्रं चामर्योर्युगं व्यजनकम् चादर्शकं निर्मलम् वीणाभेरि मृदङ्गकाहलकला गीतं च नृत्यं तथा साष्टाङ्गं प्रणतिः स्तुतिर्बहुविधा एतत्समस्तं मया सङ्कल्पेन समर्पितं तव विभो पूजां गृहाण प्रभो आत्मा त्वं गिरिजामतिः सहचरा प्राणं शरीरं गृहम् पूजा ते विषयोपभोगरचना निद्रा समाधिस्थितिः
Patak.
संचार
Pataka. Huh? Now, somebody told me, they said, Gurunath, please, God did this and God is there. Everybody says God, but we don't actually know what is God. Can you simplify the word? Or can you make it more meaningful in our day-to-day language? So I said, okay, I'll try. So like I described the soul, a thought-free state of tranquil awareness, still essence within. So the description of God, I have said in one of my poetry. This world our sages did perceive is mind stuff materialized. In relative sequence it is built, deceiving mortal eyes. That is Maya. All that is composed they knew. All that is composed they knew must get decomposed. Is that logical? Right? All that is composed they knew must get decomposed. Where then does reality lie? All matter being composed. So I've eliminated matter. Right? All that is composed, I'm speaking about God without taking the word of God. All that is composed they knew must get decomposed. Where then does reality lie? All matter being composed. Then, that all-pervading consciousness, that all-pervading consciousness of stillness through eternity must of necessity proclaim its ultimate reality, composed of nothing, yet of which all else is sure composed. It stands supreme, beyond all dreams, eternally reposed. So what did I just describe to you? Who did I describe without taking his name? Who? Yes. I described God without taking the name of God. It comes through to you like a fresh breeze. Oh, God is, He is that all-pervading consciousness. And how do we relate to God in comparison to the temporary phases? So it says, underlying our day-to-day activities, underlying our fragmented space-time events, underlying the fragmented space-time events of this world is the omnipresent awareness of reality. That's another name for God. The omnipresent, He who is present everywhere at all times, up and down, night and day, here and there and everywhere, and yet is still. Because where will He go? He's filled all space. That omnipresent awareness of reality. That's another name for God. Can you say after me? Omnipresent, awareness of reality. So underlying the space-time events of our day-to-day activities is the omnipresent awareness of reality. Because all our events and deeds are frivolous. Today we live throbbing with life, tomorrow we are gone. Mere shadows in a waking dream, we leave this world forlorn. But who leaves? Your perishable body leaves. That's not you. Your apparent self leaves. But the real self is the true you. That all-pervading consciousness of stillness through eternity. That's you. A spark of that is you. And in our endeavor, that's why you're here, to search for and to experience in an individual sense the thought-free state of tranquil awareness, which is your soul. And to experience in the cosmic sense the omnipresent awareness of reality, or to experience in a cosmic self that all-pervading consciousness of stillness through eternity must of necessity proclaim its ultimate reality, composed of nothing, yet of which all else is sure composed. It stands supreme, beyond all dreams, eternally reposed. So this is what we are after. This is what we are out to seek. And I've made it a reality by describing it to you in day-to-day lingua, day-to-day language. What is the soul? It's a still consciousness within. Thought-free state. Do you mean, then you will ask me a question, do you mean I'll have to ask for you because you're a bit slow, I have stilled your minds, so your mind, the clock is not working. So I'll work my clock for you. So Guruna, do you mean that if we are in a still state, temporarily, we are experiencing our soul? Yes. If you are thought-free, even for a few moments, you are experiencing your soul. But you are just witnessing that stillness. You must wear that stillness like you wear a pullover, you wear a shawl. If you go in, bathe in the stillness. Get inside, wear it like a jumper, like a pullover. And when you feel yourself vibrating, you are the stillness, then you are self-realized momentarily. How much clearer can I give it to you? You're all first-class students in your class, right? All you girls and boys, intelligent. Can you understand what I'm saying? Now, at some time, as we proceed along the path, proceed along the journey, I am going to project my soul consciousness as my prana, as my breath. I'm going to breathe through your breathing. Okay? Again, you'll ask me a question. There must be some intelligent lady upon. Gurunath, how can you breathe through our breathing when we are already breathing? How will we know that you are breathing through our breathing? Is that a valid question? Is that a valid question? Yes. Are you following me or you're following me, no? Okay. So you will know that I'm breathing through your breath. I'll tell you to breathe and you'll be breathing. Then I will enter your breath by making a sound to alert you. The moment I enter, I make the sound, my Chaitanya Pran will enter your pranic breath. And you will know it because when you're breathing, your breath will suddenly become longer, richer and deeper. Then you'll know, oh, Guru Nath has entered my breath and he's pushing it up and he's pushing it down. My God, you'll say to yourself, I have a secretary to breathe for me. I have a secretary. Even the VIPs of London and United States don't have a secretary. So today you'll have a secretary to breathe for you. By this I don't mean now. Where do you stay, madam? Where do you stay? Yes? London. Huh? London. Where? London. In London. Yeah. So even if you're in London or somebody's in Australia and you're doing Kriya and you say, Guru Nath, I call upon you. Please help me in my Kriya. Even in Australia or United States, the moment you call me, your breath will become longer, richer and deeper. Now look back and see. How many of you have tried this? Look back, the people in the front. How many of you have tried this and it's worked? Put your hands straight up. There you go. So madam, it's worthwhile all of us try it, right? Because it's a breakthrough. It's not your ordinary science. And you're not even telling me. You should at least phone and inform me that I'm going to call you. Send your energy. That itself would be a miracle, right? To send the energy. But without informing me, not giving me a chance, that means that the Master is omnipresent. You are not aware. The moment you are aware of Him, your breath will start. He is everywhere. I'm with my disciples in Australia, United States, Timbuktu, Dar es Salaam, and Bombay, Calcutta, the Middle East. If they have time for it, I'm there for them. Yes.
I wanted to share that I had experiences where I didn't call you, but it seemed as if you took over and you were breathing through me, and I was.
So have you? Can you hear him? What he's saying? Yeah. What is he saying?
So I've had experiences where I didn't call you, I didn't ask you.
You didn't call me.
No, but then you just started doing it, and it just felt as if you were breathing through me.
And I came automatically.
Yes, and
I love you so much. Means you didn't want me like a boy. When the girl doesn't want a boy, he's still flirting with her. He goes around. So I'm like your boyfriend. I'm flirting with you. Go away, Guru Nath. This is not my time. I'm having my hearty meal and you're breathing through me. Go away. So I won't do that. Some people feel that. If it's your time, then I will help you in your sadhana. I see a smile on some of your faces. Would any of you souls, dear souls, like to ask questions? I will open the floor, the house for questions.
Guru Nath?
Yes.
So we will give maximum chance to the YouTube questions just now, because their session will finish in less than an hour. Yeah, so I'm saying that we will take questions from YouTube now.
Yes.
And if anybody in the audience wants to ask any question, then please ask over the mic, because those who are online, they cannot hear the questions.
Yes, you must use the mic because the people online will hear your questions.
Okay, so there is a question from the YouTube.
Is that person on the YouTube on the screen before me?
Not on the screen before you, Nath, but they can see you.
No, but put him on the screen before me. You must have learned that technique now. Put that guy in front.
On YouTube?
Oh, on YouTube, there's,
Yeah.
oh, it's from YouTube, not the Atmannar. Oh, there are 3 layers. You, Atmannar, the astral, and the very distant causal, the YouTube. YouTube, there's no, we don't have an idea who's asking.
So the question is from Aman in India.
Oh.
He's asking somebody called Aman in India.
Is it Aman Dode?
I don't know.
Okay.
He's saying, is Hamsa technique as effective as the Kriya Yoga technique? And he also has another question. Is sitting in Master's presence evolving you?
So the first answer to the question, the two Amans I know is Amandeep Singh Sapra and the other is Aman Dode. It may be a third Aman.
Yeah.
So dear Aman, the first question is that even Paramahansa Yogananda has mentioned in the autobiography of a yogi that Hamsa is the baby Kriya. So therefore Kriya Yoga is definitely more intensified and has a rapid evolution as vis-a-vis the Hamsa Yoga. The reason for this is that as your concentration intensifies on your breath in your spinale vertebrale, in your spinal canal, that breath turns into pran. As your concentration deepens, that pran turns into kundalini. And as your concentration deepens, then the kriya stops, kundalini stops, and it turns into consciousness, into mind, the still mind. So therefore the kriya is more powerful. What was the second question?
Your presence, does it evolve the people in your presence?
The panacea for all problems, and say with me, is sitting in the presence of the Master. If you have depression, the best remedy is sitting in the presence of the Master. If you want to sharpen your concentration in Kriya, the best way to do it is sitting in the presence of the Master. You'll say, why? Gurunath, isn't this a statement of the Master trying to give himself undue importance and self-aggrandizement? No, it's not. I'll explain to you scientifically, psychologically what happens. The Master is an intense gravity of absolute stillness and calm. When through the medium of your eyes your mind beholds this stillness and calm, your mind also becomes still and calm. How many have experienced this now? Raise your hands. Those who have not, look at me and experience it again. Here. No. Experience it now. Moment your mind rests upon this form, your thoughts disappear. Who gets this? Raise your hands. And again it happens. So therefore, this is one of the litmus tests whether this guy is the Sadguru or not, whether he's a genuine master or not. Because everybody speaks, they sing great hymns, they sing great Christmas carols, they write great epistles, they write the New Testament and the Old Testament. All glory be to them, and I bow to Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John of the Synoptic Gospels. But the question to be answered is, can they? I'm not saying they can't, we don't know. But the litmus test is this. The moment any guy, it may be, now I'm a nobody, those people are very famous in the Bible. You put your eyes rest upon my form, and your mind is not. Mind is Maya, mind is delusion, illusion, and error. And the wayward mind there's a name for the wayward mind. It is Satan. The same serpent who tempted Adam and Eve. The mind can be a very mischievous, sneaky elf. You have to control it. A trained mind is good. A concentration mind can work wonders for mankind. He can reach the very peak. Have you seen these tennis matches of Carlito Alcaraz and Yannick Sinner and Djokovic? Their mind is concentrated. What a wonderful show they perform. But if it is wayward, then you land in the ditch. So the concentrated mind, and that's what the Guru does. Therefore, sitting in his presence and doing Kriya is better than doing Kriya on your own. But Gurunath, I'm asking a question for you. You have said that the Guru is omnipresent. I'm trying to put myself on the spot here. I'm catching myself. Gurunath, you said that that's how your question should be, dear souls. That's how your questions. I'm teaching you to ask questions. Gurunath, you said that the Guru is omnipresent. Then what are you ranting, sitting in the presence of the Master, sitting in the presence of the Master? By this I mean, whether you are here in my physical presence or in Timbuktu or in Argentina, if your mind is focused on me, if your mind is enveloped in my thought, then you are sitting in the presence of the Master. If your mind is distracted and not that, a person who is in South America, say in Argentina, who's totally focused on me, and there's a person sitting here who is distracted, then that person in Argentina is sitting in the presence of the Master, and the distracted mind is not sitting in the presence of the Master. They rightly say that yoga begins where psychology ends. Psychology is baby stuff. Here we change and we give your psyche wings to fly to the eternal Lord. Psychology, you're still in the moldy books. Here you take off from the books. Psyche means the soul. It's the psyche. It's like the bird of the firmaments. It flies. The soul has got wings. Yes. Question. Shoki has got a question.
Namaskaram, Gurunath. Can you hear me? Okay. I went to go and see my daughter in Australia recently.
Yes.
Now, before I went to go and see her, I listened to a Zoom talk by an Australian healer. Mm-hmm. And he said that there is certain spiritual sites in Australia. One is called Mullumbimby. I said, Mullumbimby? I said, that's where my daughter lives. Mm-hmm. So I went to go and see her. Now, one day when I was walking down the road, she's way up on the hill, a very remote area, high up, and far away from other neighbors. One day while walking down, I met one of the neighbors. And one of the neighbors, we got talking, and the neighbor said, oh, well, I went to go and see a guru, and we did a process which involved opening the third eye. So I said, oh yes, I know one that I looked up, opening it, and I thought about you at that time. And boom, my whole body I got a whole flood of energy in my body.
You saw what? You saw the third eye or the light or something?
Yeah, I couldn't talk. At that moment, I got, I went crazy.
Right.
And I said, excuse me, and I walked away from her. Now, I thought to myself, what's happening? This sudden flood of energy hit my body. When I looked like that at the third eye, And maybe I thought about you, and because I was doing my sadhana at that time, up in the hills. It was fantastic, beautiful. So, I'm just wondering, that's a comment really, not so much a question, but wondering what happened to me at that time, because I was puzzled. Now, when you talk about you being all over and that, you're 24/7 with your disciples, and you are constantly healing, giving energy. And I thought to myself, while you're talking now, maybe that is what happened to me at that particular time.
That's happening now.
Well, I'm feeling something,
Yes, yes.
I'm feeling something. Yeah. That's one comment. The other comment is when you say that the reality that underlies everything.
Yes, the fragmented space-time events.
Now,
there's an underlying reality.
If anybody experiences that, it's kind of a game over for him, because if he's in...
Yeah, it's a game over temporarily.
Well, yeah.
Right.
Because there was a fellow who was unconscious for about 30 days.
Who's this?
I think his name was Wordsworth or something. Not Wordsworth, but his name was something like that. I don't know.
Thoreau.
He was this kind of scientist. And
David
he came back.
Thoreau or Emerson?
No. He's not famous. He's not known.
Gopi Krishna?
No, I know him. No, he's a guy who came back and he wrote down everything that he experienced. And
Somebody in India?
And he showed this to other people, and he said, rubbish. And Nikola Tesla, he read this. He says, put this away. Don't show this to anyone for thousands of years, So I think Nikola, he understood that what this guy was talking about was the ultimate, was the underlying reality. This fellow went into a trance for 30 days, and he experienced this trance, I think. Whatever it was a mystery. It wasn't explained.
It wasn't explained.
Yeah. So I'm thinking that maybe it was that he experienced this underlying reality too. And that having experienced this, it was something, it's not for the common man, unless you have somebody like you who is able to explain this and support people through this experience.
Yes. You see that Marabimba experience, I was definitely there, but what happens, it gets enhanced because the geography of that place has certain spiritual currents. There are vortices there. So I was there as a present, plus the vortex of the earth was there, so that it gave you a supernal effect.
Yeah.
So sunne mein suhaga, as we say it, the cherry on the cake. So that's very good. And I'm happy for you. You're looking healthier and stronger also. God bless you.
Thank you, Gurnath. Thank you.
You see, I don't want to talk about deeper things because you are simple folks. I don't want to complicate you. But let me tell you as a matter of interest, when you speak about the underlying reality, it's really something deep and beyond the comprehension of the gods, leave alone us mortals. We call Babaji, the great Shiv Goraksha Babaji, he about whom naught may be said. And he is such a lofty being that he plays with causation, space and time as a child plays with soap bubbles. And such is his power that if he were to smile in his innocence, he could shatter the world. Just to give you an idea of the gravitas of Shiv Goraksha Babaji. He is called, he about whom he about whom naught may be said. There is another deeper reality behind that called he about whom we know nothing. And behind him, there is the ultimate reality called even he about whom we know nothing knows nothing. So, this making your mind dizzy, I don't mean to do that, putting your mind in a blank, but even to speak of the underlying reality, the ultimate, is nobody speaks about it because even the gods and the Lord gods do not know of that. So there is such a depth to the mystery of reality and truth. Anyway, we get on to the next question.
Nath, there is a question from the YouTube from Shruti Mumbai. Shruti in Mumbai. She's asking, why is Kriya Yoga not so much famous as other form of studies in the world when the Kriya Yoga is so important for spiritual development that it also helps us to excel in every area of our life? Why is it not taught in schools and universities?
I would counter question that and just counter question, why is Guru Nath, who teaches the highest knowledge, not as famous as Lady Gaga? Or why is Guru Nath not as famous as that? Who was that girl who was made much ado about? Some ribbon, her name was. She went to the stadium and the stadium's full. I think that craze has passed away. Who was that singer? Who was that singer? You know that? Huh? It was a young girl. She became very popular. Why is he not famous as that? Why can he not? Because the people don't want that. The people want money, name, fame, and above all, sex. Sex and money and name. And Guru Nath is the best teacher in the world. Okay, I agree with that. Okay. But then why are so few people coming? Why are only 100 people? Why not 100 million people? Because Guru Nath gives them the best of what they need, but he doesn't give them what they want. That's why always Maslow's triangle is like this. We prepared a triangle like this. So when we prepared the triangle, we invited the people for food. We used to have outings. Like all you 100 people, okay, come on, we'll go for a picnic tomorrow. So in that, what was the basic thing that we focused on? Food. Good food. That's what people would come from. Then after the food, the next, it gets narrower and narrower. The lesser thing, drumming and chanting. After drumming and chanting, ladies' favorite topic, interaction, interneting, social interaction. After social interaction, storytelling. After storytelling, Kriya Yoga, where it came so small, which is from here, Kriya Yoga. And after Kriya Yoga, what Guru Nath gives, Shivapath, Samadhi. So the higher the technique, the lesser the people, because they cannot comprehend it. If I come, I'd like a good meal and I'd start drumming. And whole night they can. How many of you have been in a drumming session where you keep drumming and then this chanting session is good fun. So that's why the more difficult or the more niche the subject, the more select it is, the lesser the people. Although they know that it is important for them, many don't know. This is what I feel the reason is. This is the reason. Why can't a book of Spinoza or Nietzsche be as popular as Alice in Wonderland? Or who's that lady who copied Alice in Wonderland? It became, what's his name? That boy with the specs? Harry Potter. So why isn't the Harry Potter's sold more books than the Quran and the Bible and the Bhagavad Gita? Does it make sense? So that if the people are at that level, to get them at this level, therefore you people are honored and glorified to be in such a state where you have realized the importance of the self and of the supreme reality. But even then, it makes a tremendous effort to make 100 people come in one hall. If I had spoken on Abhinav Gupta from sex to samadhi, I would be having in this same area 10,000 people. They'd say, what's in it for me? I practice meditation every day, I practice sex every day. It's practical for me. So more people will come. It's practical. How to have a bottle of Scotch whiskey and yet see the vision of the Lord. Everyone will come. Because you can have God and Mammon. You can have God and Mammon together at the same time. Right? Yes. So now I'm just going to get my bearings. Time is now 11:28, 11:27. We have till 12, right? I'm going to take for 10 minutes more and then I'm going to give you the experience of breathing through the breath. If you can hear me, give me a thumbs up. Give me a thumbs up, girl. Okay.
The YouTube is still on. You want to give the breath experience?
Yeah, give it to them on the YouTube. Because unless you flood them with an experience, you will be nowhere near these people. If you see all intensely spiritual things, they will be less. Yes.
I have a question.
Yes.
Jai Shri Krishna Gurunathji. I wanted to ask.
My name is so and so, and I'm from such and such a town.
My name is Ananya.
My name is Ananya, and
I
come from
India.
India. Which town?
I was born in Junagadh, Gujarat.
Oh, that's a nice place.
Yeah.
Yes.
Definitely. I had a question related to my experiences. So in my journey so far, I have a lot of realizations, but it feels so stark compared to daily life. So when I have these major realizations about my life and spirituality and the universe, when I go back to then just doing my everyday task and going back to studying university, it feels like, what am I doing? It feels I don't have a direction. And I know
you
that...
don't have a direction in your university and practical work, you're saying?
Yeah.
But you have a direction in the inner life.
Yeah.
Okay, that's good. So keep it up.
But I feel like I want to achieve a lot. So I study architecture. I'm close to graduating as well. And I feel like there's a lot of scope where I can help the world through architecture. But I feel I constantly am losing that passion for it. I find it and then I lose it. How and why does this happen, and how can I work on that?
That means you don't want to lose the passion of your practical world, like being an architect. So that's an architecture. Are you strictly an architect or an architectural engineer? Do you actually, you make the maps for the buildings and houses? That's what you do, right?
Yeah, so
You should
right
keep-
now as a student, we're just learning that, but in practice, we actually work on the design part of it.
So that you have to practice and get, now when you pass out of your college or your institute, then try to get some contracts, try to get a job in, you know, in actual working under a senior architect or designer, and that will increase your enthusiasm. You have to have the inner motivation for it, and the idea is to balance both your inner with your outer life. The immortal being and the perishable being. Perishable being demands bread for the tummy, so you have to do your job. The immortal being wants nothing. So you have to balance it, and it will be balanced. When you take the Kriya Yoga, when I give it to you, you will see your life will run in a smooth and balanced manner. Stick to one master and one technique given by the master, and all will be well. Next question.
Thank you.
Aren't any people from the Atmannar asking questions? Only the YouTube guys.
We will give Atmannar a chance where they have the rest of the day available.
Okay, they have rest of the day.
Yes.
Yes.
So one person is asking, where is Yogananda Paramhans right now?
Tell him Yogananda Paramhans is in the heart of every sincere Kriya practitioner. I hope they have heard it. It's not so complex to find such a person. Like Babaji is in the innermost core of your Atma. He is the innermost core of the Atma.
And another question on that is, are you in contact with Yogananda?
Yes, but not in the sense of having tea with him or talking with him, in the sense of contact in the rare states of still consciousness, and my consciousness, Yogananda's consciousness, and Sri Yukteswar consciousness merges into the consciousness of Shiv Goraksha Babaji. In that profound stillness, I am in contact with all the masters. The star is Babaji, remember. Remember, I am in contact with Babaji when I am stiller than stillness itself. In silence I do behold my rising innermost star. I dissolve in that mystery untold, so near yet so afar. In that sense, I am one with Lord Shiva, one with God, one with Babaji. But even though in dissolving and becoming one with him, he's so near, yet he is so afar. That means the mystery beyond the mystery beyond the mystery. The three secrets: he about whom naught may be said, he about whom we know nothing, and the third one is, even he about whom we know nothing knows nothing. Yes.
Another question from Wojtek in Poland. Gurunath, you said that yoga is progressive refinement of the mind to reach the divine. Is refining the heart?
That is the process of yoga. The process of yoga is the refinement of the mind, but the actual yoga is the merger of the individual consciousness in the super consciousness, the merger of the spark of Shiva into the ocean of Shiva. Shiva and Shiva, God and God is yoga. It's not mind in this thing. Some of the mind can be transformed to consciousness. Its refinement of the mind is the process of yoga, but it is not the actual yoga. The actual yoga is the merger of the drop in the ocean. The drop is not of a different quality than the ocean. It's the same quality. Merger of consciousness and consciousness, soul and spirit, Jiva and Shiva. That is yoga. Yoga. Has Samadhi. Yes.
So his question is refining the heart to create an open, loving space not as important as refining of the mind to reach the divine?
The pure mind is the heart. Pure mind is the heart. That is, when emotions purify themselves, they become the heart. The heart is not a physical thing like the King of Hearts and the Queen of Hearts and a pack of cards. It's a state of purity, a state of compassion. That is the heart. But just to give it a shape and form, it is for your understanding that the heart is like the shape of your physical heart. So yes, it is as important. That's why in Kriya Yoga we have three things. I'm answering that person's question. What's his name? The Polish gentleman?
Wojtek from Poland, yes.
Wojtek. So Wojtek, you must create a vortex of love and devotion in your heart, and then the spiritual heart will awaken. In Kriya Yoga there are three things. In the Yoga Sutras of Patanjali it is said, Kriya Yoga consists of three things. Tapa, self-directed austerities. Swadhyaya, self-directed studies of the mind and merger of the soul. And Ishwar Pranidhan, offering your unconditional surrender, your loving heart to God and Guru. So that is a very important portion of Kriya Yoga. Tapa Swadhyaya and Ishwar Pranidhan is the purified heart, which is offered to God as in Bhakti Yoga, the yoga of devotion and heart. Next question.
I'll give it to the audience.
We have 5 minutes more. I will finish you at 10 past 12. What? It's not 20 to 1, it's 20 to 12. So I will finish you at 12. I can finish you at, from 12 to 2 is the actual session, right?
You want to give half an hour chance for people to register, those on YouTube.
You can push into my time. Push 10 minutes into my time. Don't be agitated, relax. Everyone, those who are to come will register, those who are not to come will not come. Don't worry. Let's be in the present. So I will. Yes, next question. I'm giving you 5 minutes more. Then I'm giving you the breathing through the breath. Pranapan Yajna.
Franca, can translate my personal question.
Who's asking the question?
Can you translate?
Yes.
The translation has to be on the mind.
Come sta Emanuele? Come ha fatto il passaggio? In italiano.
Fai la domanda nel microfono serenamente.
In italiano. Come sta Emanuele? Come è andato il suo passaggio? Adesso è qui vicino a noi. Come sta procedendo e come posso avvicinarmi a questo contatto?
Yes.
Pranam Nath. The question is how my son is doing now. How was this passage in the other realm, how it was, and how can I be in touch or create this connection with the person that is no more. She's talking about her son that recently has committed suicide.
Okay. Okay. So she's from Italy?
Yes.
Okay, so when a person has passed on before his time, it's called a premature passing away. Suppose he was to live till 60 or 80, he will have to mark time in limbo, in the astral sphere, for another 40 years or 60 years, till it's time to go. So he will mark time. So don't worry, he will contact you on his own. He's still here in the lower astral realm. So he will contact you, and you should perform certain. If I'll be coming to Italy, I think, and is she there in Italy when I come? So you're coming to Lago di Garda? What?
Yes, she's going to come.
Then I will tell you what to do over there for the son, okay? So don't worry, he is okay. He has to just mark time till his actual time of going has come. His desires will still be there. He has some desires which he would like to fulfill. And there's a deep depression, a frustration due to which he left his physical body. But he can never go. So I will tell you how to satisfy these things and mitigate. But his presence will be there. You will be able to see him. Have you seen him in a dream or nearby? You have felt his presence already? You have felt his presence already? Or have you seen him in a dream?
She can feel him.
Yes.
She saw him in meditation, not
Yes.
in dream.
Yes, he is wanting certain things which we will give him. Okay? So we help everybody along the path. Okay, now next and last question, and then we get on to our...
One more question in the audience.
Goraksha Shambho, Goraksha Shambho, Goraksha Shambho, Goraksha Shambho, Har Har Mahadevaya Namaya, Sadgurunathaya, Shivaya Namaya, Goraksha Shambho, Goraksha Shambho, Goraksha Shambho. Opens the lotus of the heart.
Pranam. Mi chiamo Silvia e vengo da Roma e volevo sapere perché ogni volta che sono in tua presenza io piango tanto.
Pranam Nath, her name is Silvia and she is from Rome. Rome. She would like to ask the reason why every time she sits in your presence, she's crying a lot.
That is her devotion, because she has been one of my disciples in a past life. So those past life memories are coming. If you meet your father after a long time, you cry out of happiness, right? Right? So you have reached home. When you get the feeling, when I give you a transmission, you get the feeling, this is it. I have reached home. Then you must know you've met your guru of your past life. Many of you, when you see me, you say, he's very relaxed and easy with me. I feel at home. Do you feel at home with me? Right. If you don't, you better. Because I can't delay, I have to push you to the... Yes, now we are going to Are you guys ready? Keep the spine straight. Yes, with you. Is that Christina from Germany? Yes, you are also crying. So don't worry, everything will be well. You see, I have a 10th commandment, which I'm going to give you today. Tell me if it feels nice, if you like it or not. It's a very high aspiration. The 10th commandment says, if earth peace is to herald the dawn of the new age, we must all realize that humanity is our uniting religion. Breath, our uniting prayer. And consciousness, our uniting God. This is the 11th commandment for today's age. Note it down. You will all get this. I think everyone will have this, in which this is your life's book. Keep it close to your heart. Then it gives the mission statement. The Hamsa means the soul swan. We, the Hamsas, are meditated to the furthering of human awareness. That's your work for today, before the Kalki comes in 2032. You will meditate not only for yourself, but for the whole of humanity. We, the Hamsas, are meditated to the furthering of human awareness. We, the Hamsas, are dedicated to serving humanity as our larger self, which I'm doing by breathing through your breath. And we, the Hamsas, that's you, are devoted to new life awakening. We, the Hamsas, are devoted to new life awakening for earth peace healing through self peace healing. This is what the soul cry and mission statement is. This is the 11th commandment. This is what you have to do in your Kriya Yoga. Work for others, work for their healing. Calm your mind, be strong. Now, out of this, humanity, our uniting religion, breath, our uniting prayer. Gurunath, if breath is our uniting prayer, again I'm answering the question for you. If breath is our uniting prayer, can you breathe through the whole of humanity? Yes, I can. But get me humanity before me and I'll breathe through them. That we cannot get, Gurunath, but there are 100 of us here. Can you breathe through all our breath? Yes, I can, and I will. Whether we are receptive or not, if you're receptive, you'll get a full breathing experience. Me pushing your breath up and down. But if you're less receptive, you'll still get the feeling of me assisting your breath. Do you understand? Are you ready for it? Yes. Are you ready for the experience? Yes. Some people are not quite. Those who are not ready, raise your hands. One person is not ready, so we have to stop for one guy. So tell me when you will be ready. Okay, we'll make you ready in 10 seconds. We can't hold up everyone. Now, those who have Kriya will gently do the Kriya. And those who don't will gently do an inhaled breathing, like the Ujjayi pranayama, making a noise through the throat. Can you hear me? Yes. Can everybody hear me? Can you hear me? You can translate. I'll give you the time to translate. Can you understand me, madam? What is your name? Can she understand? Explain to both of them. Lady at the back also. Yeah.
She
The lady at the back. Not you, this one. Yes. So breathe gently up and down. Focus on me with eyes closed. Or open eyes. When you have tuned into me, when you are focused on me, and your breathing is continuing, then I will clap with a sound, hup, and then my life force breath will enter your breath. And what will be the sign of my Chaitanya Pran, my Pran entering your breath? Your breath, to the degree of your attunement with me, will become longer, richer and deeper. I? Who hasn't understood? Raise your hands. Okay, now begin to breathe. Focus on me, drop all inhibition and armor. Focus on me. You can breathe the Guru up and down your spine if you like. Close your eyes and still look at me. Or open your eyes. When I clap with a sound, don't stop breathing. Continue to breathe. And your breath will become longer, richer and deeper. For the breath is the connectus connecti of the whole of humanity. You are totally focused on the Sadguru who is sitting in front of you now. Now I will enter your breath with the life breath when I clap. Ready? Keep breathing, your breath has become longer, richer and deeper now. Down and up. Very good, very good. Keep focused on the Sadguru, keep meditating on me. Now open your eyes and let your breath follow my hands. You can feel the energy and the breath. Like Patricia, you should be able to take the curves, right? Your breath will follow the movement of my hands. Okay, now come down and relax and be happy. Let me see a smile whether you've received it or not. Okay, now I'm taking the feedback. You can look around and find out how many, when I clapped, felt their breath becoming longer, richer and deeper. Raise your hands. Excellent class. 100 out of 100. 100 out of 100. Even the Italians. How about you guys? Who's not received it there? Put your hands straight up. Straight up. Put your hands straight. Don't bend your elbows. The lady with the salwar kameez. Yes. Not like this. Like this. The lady with the spec. Yes, that's right. Okay. Now the second question is, how many felt the energy in their spine? Raise your hands. So when I'm saying, humanity is our uniting religion, breath our uniting prayer, and I've shown you how breath is our uniting prayer. I, Mukund, where's your thumb? I'm not going to take it away like Eklavya's was taken away. Don't worry, you can show your thumbs. So, breath are uniting prayer. So, I'm putting my money where my mouth is. I'm walking my talk. I'm telling you that it's our uniting prayer, and I've demonstrated to you that it is so. In fact, indeed. Right, gentlemen? The young gentleman, did you feel the breath? Did you feel the breath? The man looking back, you felt it? The energy, did you feel energy? Or some change, some change? Okay, good, good. That's good enough for you. Very good. You get 100 out of 100 marks. Think all our people who received it to be stupid and you the wise guy, okay? Relax your mind, relax. There's too much tension. All of us can't be wrong, right? All of us cannot be wrong. So you take out your mind which is questioning. Be open. Now when I move the hands, how many is breath moved according to the movement of the hands? Raise your hands. Right up, right up. Excellent. So you are receptive and you will get maximum results in my teaching. Did you receive also? Did you receive the breath? Yes? So you're also ready for Kriya Yoga. It's very good. Would you like me to repeat this? I will repeat it in the actual initiation session. I will repeat this when we actually do the Shiva Shakti Kriya. Now with this, I am going to conclude. May the good Lord bless you. My blessings be upon you to seek the proper path and surrender to the supreme reality, the finality of all that is and is not and will ever be. Om. With this we end the Oppenhauser live streaming. Oppenhauser live streaming is ended herewith.
On behalf of everyone present, I extend our heartful gratitude to Sadhgurunath for this blessed session. We will now close the YouTube live stream. After a short 15-minute break, we will return for the Kriya Yoga initiation and empowerment conducted by Yogiraj. If you wish to join the initiation, you may register online now at our website, Siddhanath